Hi, welcome to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo's tutorial series for the CalState Apply application. In this video, we will be discussing standardized test entry.
The standardized test tile lives within the academic history quadrant.
For first-time freshman applicants, please note that as you see here, SAT and ACT test scores will not be used for admissions purposes. This policy is CSU-wide. The only scenario in which we would ever use them is for placement purposes. They can help to determine what level of English and math to start you in.
You would only potentially be using the AP or the IB sections if you are testing out of an A through G requirement. The area we typically see this the most in is foreign language, area E. For example, if I already took the AP Chinese Language and Culture test and I scored a qualifying score of 3, 4, or 5, that allows me to meet the minimum requirements for Area E, 2 years of foreign language credit. If you're not sure which test scores are acceptable to test out of an A through G requirement, please refer to the CSU handbook. You can see they have a chart here with every A through G area, and at the top, which AP or IB exams and which qualifying scores are acceptable. So you can always refer to this. Keep in mind that test scores cannot be used to gain additional consideration in our process. To add a standardized test that you've already taken, you simply begin by selecting what kind of test it is, the specific test you took. If you have your AP ID, please provide it there. Go back to the exam date. We're not too concerned about the exact day. Month and year is fine, so you can estimate if you don't remember the exact day of the week that you took that test. And then you respond with the score that you received and save this test. If you need to do additional, you can scroll down to the bottom and add any additional tests that you have. You'll see when you're in the A through G matching tile and you go to Update A through G courses, if you can use the standardized tests, they will autofill with the number of years acceptable in the A through G area that they apply to.
We are not concerned with future AP tests that you have not taken yet. There's no need to report them here. If and when you take those tests and you get those scores, that's something that we're going to deal with later on down the line in June, July. After you've committed to a school, then you send us those official test scores. But unless you're using them to test out of an A through G requirement, you do not need this page, and you can select this I am not adding a standardized test button and move on.
When transfers view this tile, you will only see AP, CLEP, or IB options. Transfers will only be using the standardized test tile if you have an AP or IB score from high school that you are using to meet either your transfer selection criteria requirements or a Golden 4 course. You'll put the test scores in here following the same simple instructions. Add a standardized test, select which test you took. I'll just pretend I took biology. Yes. You'll go back to the date taken, scroll, 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 your score, and save. Once you've entered in the standardized test that you want to use, you'll notice that when you go to the general education tile, you are able to select that test score in place of coursework from the drop-down menu to meet those requirements. And that's how you're able to demonstrate here that you're going to use an AP test score to meet one of those requirements.
Please keep in mind that if it's been a few years since you took this test, College Board has likely archived your score, which means it's going to take extra time for them to get it back out and to send it to us. So I definitely recommend that as soon as you get that offer of admission, you request those official test scores to be sent to us immediately and do not wait until July. Give College Board as much time as possible. Thanks for watching this video on standardized test score entry. We hope it was helpful. Good luck!